This is Joanne. Welcome to my beginner junk journal tag video. I used my Bob Ross voice. I will show you how I make tags with recycled packaging and bits of papers and pieces. So please subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you enjoy it. Let's go. Okay, so I start off by collecting my cereal boxes and various packaging from stores, my favorite stores, um, Hobby Lobby, and even papers that as I'm purchasing things, I take a look at them and I think they're going to make something great, like a tag for a junk journal. So here's my collection. I've got them cut, the corners are cut, and I'm ready to put some paper on them. I have my samples here. This is, the front, and you can do anything you want. Front, back, leave the back open, leave the back decorated, sew them, don't sew them. Of course, you can do what you want. It's yours, right? Here's my Daphne's diary. I love Daphne's diary. There's so many beautiful illustrations in here. This is one that I'm going to use. There's just countless. I love Daphne's diary. So first thing I'm going to do is use my packaging from Hobby Lobby and start cutting with my fingers a piece that was going to cover this packaging. So I do a lot of trialing, just like we all do, and then I go to my beaded book and I'm going to do some layering with that purple color there. So away we go. I have some more papers and more packaging, and I'm just enjoying the colors, and I hope you enjoy. Here on in, I am done with my voiceover, and this is just going to be me live working with my papers. I hope you stick to the end and you enjoy it. Thank you for being here with me. Here we go again. What I might do is just tear this and start making my tags. I don't have to waste it. I can tear it, fold this over, fold this over. Do I like that? No, because I want this to be writing space. So I'm either going to use my scissors or I'm going to tear. For this one, I'm going to tear. I'm liking how this is coming out. I've already cut them, and you do not need to have a tag cutter. What you need to do, let me just show you with one of the, I just estimate right there. Now if I want to make the top, I just fold this over and then cut my angle. There. In the beginning, I thought I had to have one of those tags because I saw a lot of people using those. You don't have to have that. Okay, so this one is already to set in the pile that's halfway done. I did these, again, I did these last night. I don't know what I'm going to do with those yet. I glued them, set it, and forget it. Now this paper, it's not going to tear as nice, so I'm going to cut this. And then I'll keep these little scraps in another little container, and then I'll use them for a different project. So, catching up with last night's gluing, today's kite. I'm going to do another batch. I'm going to glue up a whole bunch, set them aside, so that way I can take my time and not rush through and enjoy the process. So again, this is beginner, right? So we're making tags for collaging. So put them in the bucket. See, these are leftovers, ready to go for when I don't know what I when I just need like, this part is going to be the writing part. And I want to cover this up. So I'm going to take some of those pieces that I just put over there, and I'm going to glue them down. Let's make something. We'll cover that up. And this, I like this still, but I'm thinking it's going to need like this cream colored flower. So, in order to, when you open this up, there's more possibilities. Look at that. Let's see. Maybe right up in here. Okay, so I'm going to just place this over here. Give me an idea of where it's going to go. And then you're going to peel your napkins apart. When I first started collaging, I made the mistake of forgetting to do that. Okay, so let's collage this. And what do we need? Not collage. We're going to decoupage, some modpodge. Or you can use some matte medium. Let me see if I can get this open. It kind of glues itself on there. Okay. And then you'll need a brush, and this is where I want to collage it onto. So first thing I'll do is don't dip your brush all the way inside. Only go halfway. I learned that afterwards. This I've had for 30 years, this brush. Love this brush. Okay, so this is a fun, messy project. My granddaughter, when I get her to do this, she's gonna love this. I haven't introduced her to this yet because it's a messy project. Then we just, actually, if you want them to be wrinkled free, you start in the middle and work your way out. But I think it adds to the character when there's some wrinkles on it. So you're going to take this and you're going to give this a good coat. And then you're going to set it and forget it, just like you did with the other. This is a two-day project, unless you want to get the heat gun or your hair dryer out and start drying. But I am going to make this easy on myself, and I'm going to do it in a couple of days. So I'm going to use some of these lilacs because I have an upcoming purple journal that I'm getting geared towards. Now, one thing would be good to do is maybe to, first I read to make sure that that's going to be, whatever's on there is appropriate and it's fine. I'm going to glue this on here. Try not to underestimate, which I did kind of a little, but it'll be okay because this also can glue. I haven't tried it yet, but I've seen people glue with it. So I'm just going to do this. I'm going to glue this down. See, this is why I'm not crazy about the glue stick. It likes to follow me. All right. Do I want to glue there and have some of that purple coming out? I think I'm going to do that. And that will be good writing space. Okay, so now I'll make sure that I've taken off my layer, and make sure you coat that. So just remember, it's 2 steps, right? So then just put this on here and then set it. After you paint it, forget it. And again, if you want it to be unwrinkled like that, then just start in the middle and work your way out. This is a little tag, and I think it's going to be fine. And what I'll do is I'll let this set for a little bit, and then I'll lift it up as it starts to dry. See, like that's, I'm going to set this over to the side so that can dry. I have room for a couple more here. Now, you're wondering, okay, do I want this to be the back? What if something shows through there? Well, that's why we're going to cover it. We're going to cover it with this. Okay, we'll cover that with the glue. Stop the Mod Podge for a second, and then I'm going to show you. What about the other side? You can take the other side and leave it as it is. And people write, you can write on the back of that cereal box. It'll be fine. But do you want to do that? Maybe you don't. So then what you'll do is you'll take just some inexpensive copy paper, and this is just backing. Okay, just back it. You can sandwich them right together, set them, forget them, tomorrow cut them apart, just like I did in the beginning when I cut around those. I had all these setting up overnight because they're not done yet. Just be careful if you want to cover something that you don't miss it like I just did. That's okay. We'll just go down there and we'll just smush them together. Make sure you don't get glue all over everything. That's going to come off anyways, but okay, so that's my wait for tomorrow pile. What about this one? Let's get this one out of the way. What about this one? Now what can we do here? So we don't want bead to show up, right? So what can we do up here? How about a little bit of music paper? How about a little music paper on the top? I like to tear the music paper, and sometimes just leaving that edge in the back is, just leave it right the way it is before you glue it. Take out your distressed ink. If you got a brand new one, that's why I have these piles over here, because I have a brand new one and it comes on too strong, and if you just want a little distress that, there we go. There's no point in doing that brown. Okay, so let's make this tag. So we're going to go here and here, and because I have my glue stick out, I'll just use it. My art glitter glue is stuck in the bottle. I put a pin in the top to keep the hole open. Unfortunately, the pen was not stainless steel, so it rusted, and I cannot get the glue out. I have to work on it, and I haven't put a lot of effort into working on it yet. But I love that glue because it just comes out of the bottle just perfectly. Just like a good amount. Okay, so how's that? Now, see how I've got the screen here? I'm looking at this, and I'm looking at this green on the bottom, and I'm thinking I want to keep that because I think it will pick it up. And I also want to have a torn edge on the bottom here because it will look nice. Just accent it with a little bit of distress ink. And these edges here are perfect. This side, I don't like that on the back. And since I have this straight on this side, I think I'm going to make it straight on this side. Not be too hasty. I peeled all the fingernail polish off of my nails when I was thinking about something. I don't bite my nails, I peel the polish instead. Okay, anyways. So this is from that Daphne's Diary, and this is from bead packaging from Hobby Lobby. And this is why they call it junk mail, junk journals, because we take junk and we make stuff. We make journals, and so there we go. We are now making tags with our junk. Okay, here we go. And if you want, if you have a bone folder, just smooth it out. If not, use your fingers. I happen to have one, so now I will take, because my hole puncher is not always cooperative right now, and I don't even mind this. I don't even mind that little look. I mean, we're trying to make it look rustic, right? You just take that and wiggle it around, and that takes care of that. Now, I could dig into my sorry, silk, but because I have this on my desk, I'm just going to use this. So I'm just going to double this. More than I need, but, and you can either, you know, do the thing where it sticks out in the top, or you can make a bow. I tend to like bows, so I'm going to try that and see how this works out. It depends. If it doesn't work out, I go with the other one. Look at that. I kind of like that just the way it is. And I like that this is off to the side because it's different. So that is a junk journal tag, right? Easy breezy. Okay, so that's done. This one is a set it and forget it for tomorrow, along with a couple of others. These, I'm not sure yet what I want to do with these. I don't feel like they're complete, but something like this. I also have some pink distressed ink that I used on a journal recently that I did. one I made for my granddaughter, her first day of kindergarten journal. And I inked the whole thing with pink, and I really, really loved it. But I didn't think about that before I started the video, so I have to go digging for it. So I just take this and just, this is the back, this is the journaling space. You could do something to the back and look at your pages, and sometimes there's a word on there that you might like to put on there. I'm just going to do this. I think that really kind of fills in that spot and makes it complete. Not everything has to be filled with lace, although I do like lace. Thinking, do I want to have any pink up there? That's another thing, just a little stamp or number. Sometimes that makes a difference. It could have some significance for somebody. And I have some stamps with numbers, but I don't want to dig them out. Even this could be part of a collage on a, right, I'm going to call this one Done, because they don't always have to have a hole in them. They can just be tucked. Now see this? This is a lady's face. Sometimes I haven't done a lot of faces, but this looks like it might, because this feels like it needs something. Maybe that's it. Really? Shouldn't do that, because you get glue all over your project. That was just, that was a rookie move. Not sure that I like that purple though. I feel like there's no purple in it, so it shouldn't be in there. Okay, I like that. What I'll do for this is I'll trim this. And I'll trim this. And I will leave this just like it is. I'll call it done. So, if you want to get yourself some bases with front and backs, another quick thing to do, you go on Graphic Fairy, you can get them all printed out. And I do have a Graphics Fairy subscription, and I always forget about doing these. I have a pile, but I haven't done it lately. Let's just say that. Okay, see, you can just do this. Another, so this is a nice beginner-friendly tag making session. That's what this is. Just take yourself some paper, take yourself some cardboard, cereal boxes, you know, not that cardboard, cereal boxes, cracker boxes, taco boxes. Could have actually left this, because this would be a good writing space because it's all white, but that's okay. Leave a little room in between to cut, and you see where I'm going with this, right? You fill this up like you could putting cookie dough on cookie sheets. You just fill this up and use your edge. Do that. So I have my little pile here. I have this skinny one. Nope, So that's all I'm going to be able to get from there. So then I would line these up, right? And then I would take a piece of copy paper, or you could take, like I did this avocado dyed paper, then I'd glue it over top of them. Let me show you. Let me just keep going with this. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cover these with glue. Right? I'm moving the camera all over the place. What's up? That's alright, I'll cover that up with something else. As a matter of fact, I got a bunch of papers right here. See this? Okay. Now, I'm going to set these and forget these. You take them to your sewing machine. You see this? This came from that Daphne's Diary. This is